second section?
Part 2.
Part 2. The 3-foot rule.
3-foot rule.
We brought this up because it has been such a hit. I've talked about it in my office now a few times, and it's one of those things where you're like, oh, maybe they'll like it, maybe they won't, and everybody who hears it loves it. So let's talk about the purpose of the 3-foot rule. Should we start there?
Sure.
Okay. You're
Sounds
so
good.
happy about it.
No, it sounds good.
So here's the problem. We're going into sales world now, right? Let's see, all you real estate agents out there, anybody who's in sales. The problem is that many people have personalities where they almost need to trap themselves into doing sales because you just naturally run away from it, right? You'd rather work on your presentation than you would calling people to present to. So, and I've heard this, I remember this in David Sandler talking about the 3-foot rule. I've heard it so many different ways and coined so many different ways. But the thing is, you need to trap yourself sometimes. That I'm going to do something to generate leads, to generate business. And one of the things you can do is the 3-foot rule, meaning if you are within 3 feet of somebody, you ask them, what do you do for a living? So if, back in my sales coaching day, when you're 3 feet away from somebody, you would say, hey, what do you do? Now, sometimes people answer and sometimes people don't, but when they do, sometimes they say, well, I'm in sales. And now you're just in a conversation. So we talk about this in the real estate world, which is you can be in the grocery store and look at somebody and say, hey, you look familiar. Were you looking to buy or sell a home? It's really that simple. That's the 3-foot rule. It's not like the responses are kind of simple. Yes or no, or my brother was, and you just start a conversation. But you're just literally using the fact that you're near someone to start a conversation about what are they doing, and you would be blown away with how much information you can find out about somebody, even if you don't even know them. And so I don't think there's any more to it in terms of how to do it. We said we could even role play some, go through some.
Sure.
But have so what do you think, talking about challenges of prospecting, is it the head trash about it? What's the toughest part about doing something like the 3-foot rule?
Yeah, I think it's people worry they're bothering the other person. I hear that a lot, is I don't want to bother anybody. And that's head trash, of course, because there are plenty of people that want to be bothered, want to be called, want to be spoken to. And so I think that's a big aspect of it is that piece, the component of feeling like I'm bothering them, right? They're at the grocery store, they're out to dinner, they're here having a drink, they're, getting their oil changed, they're doing these things. That's part of their plan. I'm not part of that plan. I don't need to contribute to that or intervene in that. And then I think the other aspect of it is just not being confident enough in what they're going to say. I think it's that as well. So it's the head trash in both. It's, do they even want me to say anything? And then it's the rejection in that. And then what am I going to say? Because some people just, when they're overthinking the purpose of a conversation, they can't have one. But if you're just having it just to talk to someone, just to engage, it's a much more natural thing. So I think that seems to be, and all that's head trash. Fear of rejection, what we're going to say, and then that they don't want to talk to you, or that you're, putting yourself in where they wouldn't want you to. You're bothering them.
Yeah, and I feel like people forget, I don't know how to say this, they forget that they're helping somebody, and then simultaneously are too selfish. So to explain that is, when you're asking someone, hey, you look familiar, were you looking to buy or sell a home? Remember that if you're good at what you do, no one can stage a house like Cristen. No one that I've ever met gets so in tune with people as Cristen. So she knows she helps people. So when she talks with somebody, she feels good about telling them the service she provides because she knows she helps people. So if you feel like you're bothering somebody by saying it, then you're forgetting you can help them.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Simultaneously, we get into business and someone says, hey, I'm looking to sell my home, and we get so excited. We're so excited because we're about to make some money. And we forget that it's not about me, it's about them. That's the best way I could do it, to say, okay, you're looking to sell your home, tell me more. Let's talk about what that looks like, and not worry about whether or not you're going to close it. Just train in all the ways you need to train to do the best service possible, and you will have a great customer base. So I don't really know where I was going with that, except the 3-foot rule in essence is a way to trap yourself. You say, when I go to the grocery store,
Mm-hmm.
when someone gets right next to me, I'm going to say this, or I'm going to say this 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
And do the 3-foot rule 5 times. And whatever happens, happens. That's how I'm going to measure myself today.
I think a great place to start with it too is a place where you're most comfortable. So if you love working out and you go to the gym every morning, then start there, because then you naturally have something in common with those people. So you can start that conversation and be a little more comfortable with where it could go. I love like going to Whole Foods or any grocery store, but I have a lot of food allergies and a lot of intolerances, and so I love seeing what other people are buying, and I can't help but be silly. And when I see someone also is buying all gluten-free, I want to like contribute to which brands are really great, because I've been I've had celiac now for almost 8 years, and I love being able to contribute to that. Like, oh, I have to tell you, these cookies are good, but have you had this brand yet? It's much better. And so engaging in a place where you're most comfortable first, utilizing that or trying the 3-foot rule in a place that you're most comfortable is that way you're your best self. So I know that if I went and I was running errands and I was going to do this while I was running errands when I was in a hurry and I didn't put myself together that morning and my list was really long, I wouldn't be able to do the 3-foot rule and feel my best about it. But I know that if I had, needed to go to Target, but I only needed a few things and I had the whole afternoon, then I'd be able to have a better conversation. So I think doing it in a place where you feel most comfortable, where you feel most confident with yourself, is a great place to start if you're overthinking the 3-foot rule. If you're someone that's just like, oh, heck yeah, I'm going to take this and start applying it, go for it, because people are everywhere. And the worst the person's going to do is be like, no, that wasn't me. Like, I got to go. Okay, cool. No big deal. No harm, no foul. So I love that role. I think it's fantastic. And I constantly find myself in certain places having conversations with people, and it's grocery store, checkout, because it takes forever.
Right.
And I'm always curious what the other person is buying. And sometimes even more so, the stuff I can't eat, I'm like, oh, I wish I could eat that. And then I engage in a conversation that way. So you never know.
I like it. So you bring up really good points. You feel comfortable when you know you have something to share.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that you have a lot to share.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so it's okay.
Absolutely.
So do you want us to do some role play? If you want us to do some role play, hit the R key on your keyboard.
What does that do? R for role play?
If you,
at
least I tricked Kristen. But if somebody out there did it, yes, okay. But we'll do it. So
oh, that's funny.
now
it's like, what does this do? Zoom in.
I like it. I got you. I got you good.
100% of the screen is now being utilized.
Yes, now it
F11.
energizes. F11. F11. Is that the full screen?
F11. I think it's full screen.
I like this.
Control F11.
Function F11.
Function F11.
Function F. Or no, maybe it is control.
If you need help with your computer, call me.
We are way off track.
I'll mess it up.
Okay, so do we? You tell me how you. I will happily
role play. Let's do it. I'm gonna be.
You were so in charge there.
I'm D'ing you right now.
People who don't know disc have no idea. They're like, she just said some weird stuff. Anyway,
we'll do disc. We'll do disc sometime. That's fun. Disc is fun. He's the disc master. And if you don't know what disc is, you're just gonna envision him going.
I was about to say, you got to say that really slow.
Disc master.
Disc master. It's almost like love section.
No, I wasn't thinking like that. You're DJing. You're a disc master.
Oh yeah, no, DJ.
Okay. So that got weird.
So what are you gonna be?
I'll be the person that you're role playing on. I'll be the.
Okay.
I'll be the innocent bystander that doesn't see it coming. You'll be the salesperson.
I'll be the salesperson. Okay.
Whew, it's getting weird up in here.
Let's go.
See, this is what happens when we dress all casual. We're just a little too comfortable.
Well, it's Good Friday. That's why we're dressed. I don't feel like I'm dressed down, but she said.
Excuse me, Mr. Suit and button up.
I like a suit and button up.
He does.
So. Okay.
All right. Come on.
So we're in the grocery store. And I'm
buying my gluten-free products.
Yep. And I find myself next to Kristen, and I say something like, "Excuse me, but I've been following you around the store for the last 30 minutes because of your unbelievable beauty." Okay, no, that's not the way to do it. That's bad, Jeff.
All right, I'm an 80-year-old man, and I just came to pick up my chicken pot pie and cordon bleus.
Okay, so let's just start with this. Let's start with easy.
Yeah.
Let's just start with easy. Kristen's going to be an easy prospect on me.
Okay.
And I pull up next to this person. And I say, you look familiar. Were you looking to buy or sell a house recently?
No. I've been renting at a place for a while now. That wasn't me.
Oh. It's just, I'm a realtor, so I see a lot of faces, and you just look familiar. But, no worries. I just figured I'd ask.
Okay, cool. So you're a realtor? Where do you do that? Mm-hmm. What area do you do?
I do all around here. Now, here, break role play. It's that simple.
Yeah.
It literally is that simple. When they say no, you just say, oh, I'm a realtor. Now they know what I do.
Mm-hmm.
They know the purpose of why I asked them that question.
Mm-hmm.
And they say no. Okay, let's do it again.
Now, keep
Go
in
ahead.
mind, I just gave him valuable information. I said I was a renter.
That's true. Now,
Did a little layup for you.
Yeah, I didn't even jump into all things, and we can go back to that because
Yeah.
I just want to start with the beginning because everyone struggles with just saying it. Just
Starting
say
it's the
it.
scariest
You
part.
look familiar.
Mhm.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Were you looking to buy or sell a home?
Mhm.
You look familiar. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Just get that.
Yep.
Now let's just go with she's going to be the layup again. Say, oh my God, yes. Okay, so we're going to do where you are.
Mhm.
Excuse me, but you look really familiar. Were you looking to buy or sell a home?
Yeah, actually, I was recently.
Oh,
Thinking about selling.
That's great. You know, I'm a realtor around the area, and obviously it's my job to know all the action and activity that's going around. So how's it going?
It's kind of frustrating because I want to sell it, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff I'm going to have to do. So from an investment standpoint, before I sell, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't really have that much money. I'm actually looking to downsize. So yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating.
Okay, so break role play right there. Commonly in that, when they are, and you will find this if you do it enough, they will be blown away because they don't know you. So they're like, you know me? Yeah. I know the activity that goes around in my area. That's how good of a realtor I am. I know everybody who's looking for a home. They will think you are amazing. And you will also hear things like, no, I'm not, but my brother was. Oh, tell me more.
Yeah, maybe I knew through that kind of thing.
Okay, so let's go with, I would say, why don't you be really skeptical?
Okay.
So
I can do that easily.
Yes. Okay. Actually, don't even tell me if you're looking at what you are. You just be really skeptical of the fact that I just said this. So, excuse me, but you look really familiar. Were you looking to buy or sell a home?
Why are you asking?
I'm just a realtor in the area, and I generally remember faces of people who are doing stuff. I could have it wrong, but I thought you looked familiar. That's it.
You're a realtor?
Yeah. Here's my card.
Oh. Okay. Great.
Look, if I'm bothering you, it's no worry. I can keep on. I just thought you looked familiar, so I'll leave you be. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably
Have a good day.
Okay.
Boom. Like, just go away. It doesn't always have to work. In fact, it won't work most of the time. Let's say, let's just do one real quick. Just be rude to me.
Okay.
This
that
is
was me
important
being kind of rude. You want me to be more rude?
Yeah, just say, just blow me off completely.
Okay.
And I want to hammer this one home because this was an important lesson for me.
I'll do what people do on the phone sometimes.
Right. Excuse me, but you look really familiar. Were you looking to buy or sell a home?
Are you in sales? No.
Okay. My fault. Sorry. Walk away. So when someone's negative to you, I tell this to people in class. If I'm working with Cristen or anybody and they have 10 phone calls and 5 of them are good and 1 of them's awful, they'll tell me about the awful one. Disengage immediately from negativity. Someone's mean, just nope, sorry, and walk away. You're never going to see them again. You don't want to do business with them. You don't want to sell their home. They're not nice to you. That may mean they're just having a bad day, and that's okay.
Sure.
That may mean they're a total jerk. It doesn't matter. Just get away.
And what's the worst? Think about it too. Think about the wake that you're leaving. So I'm constantly thinking about that. Like, what's my wake of everything that I do? So when you leave, the worst they're going to say about you is what? This person came up and said I looked familiar.
Yep.
That's all they got.
That's
So it's not awful. Now, if you continue to engage with them, then they could say, this person bothered me. They made me feel uncomfortable. I was trying to do things. I told them, leave me alone, and they kept going. So just disengage, like you said. Leave it at that. Think about the wake that you're leaving, what they could say. It's really nothing other than they came up and introduced themselves. No big deal.
And so here's there's a couple tips in here. I'm going to show you what I would call bad Jeff. Bad Jeff is thinking about himself too much. So Cristen is looking to buy a home recently. Okay, so let me show you bad Jeff. Hey, you look familiar. Were you looking to buy or sell a home recently?
Yeah. Actually, I am looking to buy. Yeah.
Oh, well, my name's Jeff. I'm a realtor in the area. I've sold homes all throughout. I have the top rating. I work for Keller Williams. I've been there. I've been doing this for, God, how many years? 10 years. My whole family's in the business.
I already don't want to hear anymore.
Okay, that's called just word vomiting because you found the opportunity and now you want it for yourself.
Yep.
It comes across as you became a salesman. You went
Right.
from, you used this tactic, and all of a sudden, because you didn't know what to do, you started talking.
Mm-hmm.
That is not what to do. If you want people to be like, wow, that person they were so smart. Now, remember, I was saying all great things. I'm so qualified. I have all these great ratings. They don't want to hear that. They're more impressed by the questions you ask. So it should sound something more like this. Hey, you look familiar. Were you looking to buy or sell a house recently?
I'm looking to buy a home.
Where were you looking?
In like Malvern, Exton area, somewhere in there. It seemed to have my price point.
Price right, and what was your price point? 400s?
Yeah, well, kinda. It just it depends with the mortgage. I don't know. I think I can do like.
Why do you say depends on the mortgage?
I haven't been pre-approved
you
yet.
haven't been
No.
pre-approved? Do you have anybody you're even talking to yet about that stuff?
I mean, like my friends, and I go on, those websites where you can put in how much, and I think it looks like based on the mortgage calculator, I can do like 350, but I don't know.
Okay, so like if you're talking about intimidation for getting a mortgage on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 means you're terrified because you don't know what you're doing, and 1 means you've done it 1,000 times and you feel completely comfortable. Like, how terrified are you about a mortgage?
Oh, I'm like a 9. I wouldn't give it a
Okay.
10 because I'm still considering the process, but like a 9.
I get you. You're just feeling really a lot of trepidation about what goes on in buying a house because it's the biggest purchase of your life.
Yeah,
right?
and I like go through Google. I can look up a lot of stuff online, so I'm doing that. But I feel like I don't know what to do with it. Like I'm kind of stuck.
I mean, crazy question here, but like perfect world, dream come true. Where do you want to live? What do you want to do? What type of house do you want?
I think I have an idea of what I want. I just don't know if it's realistic.
Has anyone ever sat down with you and gone through your, 2-year, 10-year, 20-year plan to get the house of your dreams?
Oh no, no. I'm just kind of thinking like right now, like what I need right now. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, I've been asking you a lot of questions. Am I driving you nuts, or is
No, you have me thinking because I don't really have anybody to help me in this process. And I guess you make a good point when you say it's a big investment or this is a big purchase. So probably should take the process seriously and talk with someone who could help me. Are you saying you could, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a realtor, and my office is actually down the street. I know we're in the grocery store now, and I have to shop. I know you have to shop. What we could do is we could sketch out an hour, and you can come meet with me, and I could see if it's even a fit, if there's something I can help you with, or maybe I can refer you to somebody else to help you with and set you in the right direction, and we can see what's best. Does that sound like a good thing?
Yeah, in an hour, that'd be fantastic.
Sure.
I could do an hour. Do I have to prepare anything for it, or?
Yeah, you know what? If we're going to do this right, I'm going to give you my card, and we're going to pick a time, and and I'll take down your email. I'll send you some stuff because I need to know more about you and what you're looking for, and I'll send you stuff so you can look over stuff because, again, big process, a lot going on for buying a home, and that way we're more prepared. We can sit down for an hour and be intentional about what we're doing, and, best case scenario, you leave there knowing exactly what you can do, where you can do it, and who you should be doing it with.
Oh, that sounds great.
Okay, so let's figure that out.
All right.
Okay, so that is the art of, and obviously it's a layup and role playing, but it's the art of asking questions. You seem impressive because you're asking stuff that is knowledgeable instead of just vomiting about what you do. They're going to figure out how awesome you are by how you talk to them anyway. So just again, we're a little advanced. You can literally just start with the line of "you look familiar."
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then just use your personality. And if you get over that hump, everything else will become. It just takes time. It's almost like you got to show up to the game, and then you'll figure everything else out.
Yeah. I love it. Nicely done.
That was a little intimidating because we did it off the cuff.
We did. We didn't practice that. You did.
Our
really
sponsors are going to be so proud of us.
well. Chick-fil-A waffle fries.